Hello and welcome to Sandbox IT Solutions tutorials. Make sure to check out our website at www.sandboxitsolutions.com for more tips and tricks.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always. What are we exploring today?
Today, we're tackling Windows Sandbox. So, for our listeners, picture this. A completely safe space on your computer where you can test out anything without worrying about, messing things up.
Basically like a digital playground, but for apps and files and all that.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. We've got some great excerpts here, all about its features, how it works, the benefits, all that good stuff.
Sounds good to me. Where do we start?
Well, I think the first thing we need to understand is this whole sandbox analogy. What does it actually mean in the context of computers?
Right, good point. It really helps to visualize it.
Huh.
Imagine a literal sandbox, like the kind kids play in. It's a contained environment, right? Whatever happens in the sandbox stays in the sandbox.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. So how does that translate to our computers?
Windows Sandbox essentially creates this isolated environment on your computer, kind of like a mini virtual computer within your computer. Basically, Windows Sandbox creates this lightweight virtual machine. It uses your computer's resources, but it remains completely separate from your main operating system.
Okay, so it's like it's running its own little show on the side.
Exactly. And because it's isolated, whatever you do in the sandbox can't affect your main system. It's like having a safety net for your digital life. Think about testing software updates. Instead of installing them directly onto your main system, you can try them out in the sandbox first. See if there are any issues, any bugs, any conflicts, anything like that.
That's a great point. I always worry about updates messing things up.
Right. Sandbox lets you play it safe. And it's not just for updates. Imagine you want to try out a new program, but you're not sure if you want to commit to installing it on your main computer.
Yeah.
You can install the program in the sandbox, test it out, and then if you don't like it, just close the sandbox and it's gone. No uninstalling, no leftover files, nothing.
I'm starting to see how useful this could be. It's like having a separate computer just for experimenting.
Exactly. And because each sandbox session starts fresh, you don't have to worry about things getting cluttered or bogged down. It's always a clean, pristine environment.
Now, we're going to demonstrate how to enable Windows Sandbox in Windows. Start by opening the Control Panel. Then navigate to Programs and Features. Then click on Turn Windows Features On or Off. Find Windows Sandbox. Scroll down the list until you find Windows Sandbox. Enable Windows Sandbox by checking the box next to Windows Sandbox. Click OK to apply the changes. It will take a few minutes, then it will prompt for a restart. Restart your computer to complete the installation. When you restart your device, it will take about 10 to 15 minutes to update and install the feature. Once the installation is complete, your device will proceed to the Windows login screen. After signing into Windows, search for Windows Sandbox and open the application. If you need to copy files and folders to the sandbox, simply copy the file or folder on your device and paste it into the sandbox. For example, you can copy it onto the desktop. Next, run Command Prompt as an administrator and test running the installation with command line parameters. In this example, we're testing the installation of Firefox. After the installation is complete, launch Firefox to confirm that the application is successfully installed. This concludes our tutorial for the Windows Sandbox. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out our website at www.sandboxitsolutions.com.